Hi everyone, welcome to Scodemy IAS. This is your host Rohit here, and today we are going to talk about a very important topic which is in the news, and every student is stressed how to compete in the APSC Civil Services, how to complete your answers in time, how to write quality answers. So today I am here with a series of videos which can help you bend your preparation in the right direction so that you do not commit the same mistakes that we did during our UPSC preparation. To give you a brief, let me talk about myself. I have recently written and cleared the UPSC Mains 2020 and gave my interview this year in the month of October. And whatever I've learned in this entire journey, I'm here to share with you. I hope this content, this direction comes handy in some or the other way for you guys. Let's talk about the topic that we are going to say. We have already discussed about hunting for content always, the pointers included in that thing, as well as avoiding answer writing practice. You can watch the promotional videos. The link will be given in the description. In the third video, let's talk about dedicating a lot of time to a single subject. Time management is very crucial and key during your mains preparation. What happens is a lot of students, they start with one subject, they get hung on to that one single subject and they forget other subjects. What happens is when the APSC mains or the mains examination comes, they are not prepared for other subjects and they are very, very underconfident to attempt that paper. So that is why planning and time management is key during a preparation. Let me give you a brief. There are two scenarios. Case number one, where you have two things to balance. The first is your GS. As you know that there are 6 subjects in GS at the moment. 6 or what? 6 subjects. And then we have your optional. Everybody has their optional and there are 2 subjects or 2 papers in optional. Every candidate is struggling to find time. And how to find time? It is very, very important to balance both the things. For the moment, if we say that if you give more time to GS, what will happen is you will become underconfident in your optional paper. But if you give more time to optional, what will happen is your GS scores will falter. So what is the best way forward? The best way forward is Madhya Marg and prioritizing your content. Prioritizing your content, prioritizing your preparation. What, according to my experience, what we have seen that is whenever you see the UPSC pattern, there are 3 areas to hit in the beginning. These are essay, which is your paper 1, ethics, which is your paper 4, and paper 5, and we have optional, which is your forte, right? So these are the 3 areas which are make or break subjects. Whenever you score more in these subjects, chances are very high that you clear your APSC mains. Whereas the other subjects that remain are paper 2, paper 3, paper 4 and paper 5, right? Paper 6. According to the APSC syllabus, paper 6 is Assam specific paper, paper 5 is ethics. So these are the topics that are left behind. Paper 2 is your GS 1, paper 3 is your GS 2. Do not get confused. Paper 4 is your GS 3 and paper 6 is your GS 6. That is always Assam specific content, right? Now, in order to balance this thing, majority of the candidates will be scoring average in all the GS papers. You do not have to become the king in all the things. You just have to become the jack of all trades. That means you have to score above average in all these 4 papers. Whereas maximizing of the marks will happen mainly in the essay paper, in the ethics paper, in the optional paper, right? When you do that, then and only then the chances of you clearing your APSC mains increases. I hope I am clear. So whenever you are preparing, always keep in mind that you are dividing your day into several halves. Now whenever you divide your day in several halves, always keep in mind you are going to write a 3-hour paper. And that is not just a 3-hour paper. In a day, you will have 2 3-hour papers. So that means, what am I pointing to? 3 hours. You're sitting, whatever you're doing, whatever you're studying, should be minimum 3 hours so that you are used to writing 3 hours straight. Alright? There is no doubt in it. You have to sit for 3 hours. Then and only then you will be able to replicate it in your examination. So whenever your day starts, divide it into 2 halves, your morning half and your evening half or the night half, right? Now in the morning half, whenever you are sitting, always try to formulate your schedule in such a way, orienting it with the examination pattern. That means whenever your examination starts, 9:30 to 12:30 is your first examination. That will happen 9:30 to 12:30, and your second examination will happen from 2:30 to 5:30 or 2 to 5, whatever the case may be. When you will get the admit cards, the timings will be there. So your first sitting should be from 9:30 to 12:30, and your second sitting should be from 2:30 to 5:30, so that you are used to it. Very, very important point is here that whenever we sit after lunch, we are always sleepy. This will happen in your examination as well. So try and have a very light lunch. Your lunch should be very light, and it should be around 1 p.m. around 1 p.m. or 1:30 p.m. so that you almost have an hour. Your sleep goes away and you are active during the 2:30 to 5:30 phase. Very important point. These are small pointers, but nobody will tell you about it. You will face it, you will experience it during the examination, that you are feeling sleepy, you are not able to write, your speed is not there. This is how you have to adjust your timings. Now, apart from this, you also have your morning hours. That is your, if you wake up at 6 to 8:30 is your first sitting. Then we have 9:30 to 12:30. Then we have another sitting between 12:30 to 1:30 if you are having lunch. To 1:30 to 2:30 you will again have a sitting, 1 hour thing. These sittings, these fillers, you should be using it for such activities which do not require much of your energies. For example, you can study the newspaper. For example, you can revise the topics in the morning. You can study the newspaper in the 1:30 to 12:30 to 2:30 break, and in the 9:30 to 12:30 and 2:30 to 5:30 break, you are focusing. Your entire concentration should be on the topic, on the subject. All right. And then after 5:30, there is ample amount of time. You can take a half an hour break, and you start from 6 o'clock. You start from 6 o'clock, study till 9. Again, I am trying to always convey that you should always have a 3-hour sitting. 3-hour sitting is a must. After you're done with 6 to 9, then you again have your dinner, 9:30 to 11:30. This should always go to your revision part. Always remember, whenever you are reading for mains, you have too much to read, right? You read less. Prepare your content in such a way that your content is there in 2 pages at the max, because that is what you can take it to the examination, and you revise that content again and again, so that it is there in your muscle memory, it is there in your brain memory, and whenever you are going to write it, the points come in automatically. You don't have to think in the examination hall. Trust me, whenever you will be thinking in the examination hall, that is when you will be losing the race. Most of the times it is only the 30 to 40 seconds time that you will get for thinking, and rest of the time you will have to write the answer. It may happen so that you may not be able to think over the entire answer, but as soon as you start your answer, you have to think on the way and write the answer, on the way and write the answer. And that is the way you have to train your brain, so that you complete your paper on time. That is the aim. Complete your paper on time, and for doing that, you will have to plan your studies in such a way, plan your schedule in such a way that you utilize each and every minute, each and every second of your preparation. I hope you are getting it. Thank you so much. Signing off.